Spotify. And we're very excited to hear her, so I'm pretty sure she wants to speak as well, so please go ahead.
Thank you, Angelica, for that warm welcome. So first I'm going to start with a poem. I was talking to my little sister, she's 18, and I was asking her if she ever played a game called MASH. Have any of you ever played MASH? Because I don't know if this is like just my generation of things. Okay, good. Okay, so people have played. So I'm going to just, I don't know, you probably can't see this, but I wrote a poem in the structure of a MASH game. And so I'm going to start with that. So, future husband, Zion, Damien, Xavier. Got Damien, but we're going to scratch that out and give me Ayana. Future husband's job, doctor, lawyer, artist. We picked the artist, but we're going to go with 3. Number of children, 1, 2, or 4. We got 2, but we're going to go with 0. Location, New York City, Oakland, or New Orleans. We got New York City, but we're going to do the block. Future job, that's for me. Writer, forensic scientist, or professor. We got writer, but we're going to go with the stars. Transportation, flying, teleportation, or a Maybach. We got the Maybach, but we're going to go with the rocket ship this time. I was taught to make a house of men. Thought it made my sins fall off the bone. Tender and rub. She who finds a man finds a good right. Till Ayana pranced down the block, her thick sparkling in my heart. My heart finally knew what it meant to be chopped, screwed. I imagine she spewed game like, they call me free. But what she meant was, she never belonged to herself. And I said things like, I belong to the stars. But what I meant was, I never had a home. But sometimes the sky folds open, crystal blue and cloudless, and I rent a rocket ship, invite all the girls I held in my throat like phlegm. I was scared that childrenless women get called everything but their names. Who am I to be asked how many men and say 0? God-forsaken, Delilah. All I ever wanted was something, a baby pink house, the greenest of grass, the stars, and silence. Thank you. I'm supposed to say encouraging words. As far as writing, I think the most encouragement I can give people is just to stay true to you. Don't worry about if your writing is like someone else's or the people that you read. Writing is supposed to be very authentic. It's supposed to be something that comes from the heart. Something that I like to practice is always approaching the page with joy. Even if I'm writing about something that is difficult or hard, I'm still coming to the page with joy or happiness, because I think that is reflected. If you associate writing with something that's negative or something that is hard, I think that's what transpires. It becomes negative and hard. So always approach the page with happiness. Write the way that you want to write. Be authentic to yourself and read as much as you can. Thank you guys for having me. Thank everyone for having me.
Thank you so much. That was amazing, and your words of encouragement are amazing, especially coming from someone who's trying to be a writer myself.
Yeah, thank you. What incredible poetry. What a great way to kick this off, and inspiring. I'm inspired to spend this weekend maybe writing my own poem this time. So it's really exciting. Thank you. What an honor for you to join us and support this incredible space and amazing poets. So we're going to be soon kicking off the slam, and just wanted to give a quick rules. We're going to be voting. Y'all are going to be voting. Everyone in this room are going to be voting at the end. So take notes, keep in mind, we're going to listen to some amazing poets. And at the end, there's going to be a poll, and you'll get to vote. And then we'll pick the runner-up and the grand prize winner, and they're going to be given prizes. In addition to all that, we're going to be playing some games, and some of the games will also have prizes. So y'all get to participate and join in. For anyone who's joining in right now, we encourage, if you are comfortable with it, turn on your camera so we can see the audience, see the reactions, and provide the support. And use the chat. it's interactive. The chat is where you can make connections and find community. With that, Angelica, I think it's time to kick the slam off, right?
Yeah, but first let's play a quick little game to see where everybody's mood is at. So if you can, in the chat, just type your mood, but type it as if it was a color. So if your mood was a color, what would it be? And where are you calling in from? Where are you joining in from?
Wow, I think someone's from United Kingdom. They get the award for joining in from I guess furthest, which even that's a concept now in Zoom world. Awesome. A lot of I see a lot of shades of blue, and then everyone's welcome. This is exciting. Angelica, I missed yours. Did you share yours? Oh, there it is. Purple, New York City. Love it. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, I feel like a dancing peacock today, which is great, which is the energy I'm getting from y'all. I'm doing this because the other monitors here.
Okay.
All right, and yeah, go ahead, Angelica. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay, so we're gonna kick it off with our first youth poet of the night. So we're gonna introduce Mac. We're very happy to have you here today. Mac is coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. Their pronouns are they, them, and they are non-binary. And they're representing Time Out Youth Center. So please welcome back to the stage, well, the Zoom stage.
Thanks, Miss Angelica. My poem is titled Lonakera Yapon, which is the scientific name of the most common honeysuckle in North Carolina. Boots beat the dirt home from school, red clay caking into the grooves as the sun melts and drips over the summer day. Through the chain-link fence I spot a smear of yellow curling. Honeysuckle, an almost forgotten friend. Spotting the face of my childhood partner in crime. Grown now, but with the same hands that pulled sweet liquid from between the petals. The same eyes that pulled me into her orbit. Happy in the glow of her cheeks before I realized the old adage. Whenever there's heat, there's fire. Whenever there's fire, there's smoke. Whenever there's smoke, people come to watch you burn. My soul now has acres of scorched earth where these vines once grew. The cost of struggling for life in a hostile land. Sugar doesn't sustain fighters. Others might learn to tolerate a lifestyle too sick and syrupy. Begrudged peace can't stir ashes. Yet wanting to taste that nectar once again, I pinched a blossom from a bursting cluster. But once I tried to pull it from the flower's mocking mouth, alas, I had forgotten how.
Wow. Incredible. Thank you. Oh, astounding. Everyone can show their support in the chat. I'm taking notes for my vote later.
That was really, really good.
All right. So I think we're going to do a fun game, right, Angelica?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. This is my favorite game for today. And it's going to be where we're going to all get a chance to participate a little bit. It's going to be a Zoom rock, paper, scissors. And we're going to break out, and it's going to be Team Angelica and Team Kevin. So we're going to split up into two teams in two breakout rooms in a second. And then in the breakout rooms, we're going to play rock, paper, scissors. And each team will have a person who's going to represent their team. And then we're going to compete in the joint Zoom. And then we'll crown the champion at the end. People are excited. We're gonna now. Deacon's gonna break us up into rooms. So join the breakout room, and we're gonna.
Perfect. My specialty, my recipe.
Oh. All right. Looks like most people are back. I don't know why the poll got kicked off, but I think I minimized it. It showed me. But we've got, from Team Kevin, we've got Catherine, who's the champion, who's going to be competing on Team Angelica.
Well, it was between DeShara and Hector. DeShara left first, so he didn't get to go against her. So we just kind of gave it to him.
Okay.
So Hector. Okay, ready? Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, it was a tie. Okay, go on. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Well, we just took the poll for the Guess the Movie, so those winners are in there too.
All right. So Angelica, I think let's.
Okay, so we have next Phoenix. So we're very excited to have him today. He identifies as a pansexual trans guy. He's coming from Houston, Texas, and his pronouns are he, him, and he's representing Hatch Youth Center today. Well, Hatch Youth Center, Houston. So without further ado, go ahead.
Thank you. My poem is called Artist's Hands. It's a little bit short, but here I go. A stroke of color can become a masterpiece, a single word a song. An ordinary item a rainbow if you have an artist's mind. A piece of wood can be a galaxy, a smile found in most every car. A mythical creature can roam the world if you have an artist's eyes. But to make all this come together and have a true artist made, there's one thing you need more than anything else. So it makes a paintbrush a key to heaven or hell, a pencil a camera, and colors a window to the soul. Something I call an artist's hand.
Thank you. That was awesome. Everyone show support. Let's show support in the chat. I'm just inspired by the amazing words that everyone is sharing. Thank you again. Angelica, let's keep this going with another poet, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so up next we have V. I actually got to hear one of V's poems, and the voice is just phenomenal. So V is coming from Houston, Texas. They identify as gender fluid, panromantic, and asexual, and they're representing Hatch Youth Center. So without further ado, and the pronouns are they, them.
Okay, hi, my poem is called, my poem is, why did I just blank on the title of my poem? Sorry, I get anxious. My poem is called, American Dream, My American Dream. Sorry, I used to think the American dream didn't apply to me, but then I realized my American dream can be whatever I want it to be. It's whatever I see when I sleep. But what if my American dream is just to be able to exist without having to resist a fascist regime that wants to put me in conversion therapy because I'm non-binary, I'm gay and pan and ace and trans. That's right, I got 5 pride flags to my name because being gay isn't a choice, it's a game, and I'm winning. And all the bigots' heads are spinning because all the insults and hates they're spitting at me just keeps bouncing off my shield of positivity. I refuse to let their words bother me. And unfortunately, not only have I been beat up and bullied and teased, but honestly, I'm pretty lucky. Because not only am I still alive, but I thrive thanks to an understanding family. And if it ever got too dangerous for me to be an out and proud LGBT, I could hide and pass and lie and dash right back into the closet. Though doing that makes me want to vomit. If I spend too long in there, I get claustrophobic. If I spend too long in there, I start to get all stoic. I start to turn numb. I hate having to play dumb about who I am. Because Mary's little lamb may have been white as snow, but I'm the rainbow sheep of my family. Though while one side of my family is proud that I'm out, the other side would probably scream and shout at me if they knew my sexuality. Because, quote, the Bible says Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Well, that's bullshit. And you're a hypocrite. Because while, I'm sorry, that's bull, and you're a hypocrite. Because the Bible also says to love your neighbor as yourself, and I know you don't treat yourself the way you treat everyone else. And the Bible isn't some buffet where you can pick and choose what you want to put on your tray. It's all or nothing. So stop your bluffing. Because if breaking one little rule means I'm going to hell, well, I guess you're going to end up there as well. Because you broke the second most important rule of all, and according to your own logic, that'll be your downfall. And look, I know some people have it so much worse. Look, I know some people end up in a hearse, but when I close my eyes, you want to know what I see? You want to know my great big American dream? It's being able to be who I am without anyone attacking me. That's right, my American dream is just to be able to be myself safely. Sounds pretty messed up, right? That my dream is just not having to live my life in fight or flight? What kind of a world do we live in? Oh, I know, one that's dystopian. So you can keep your white picket fence and your carefree life with no expense, but me, I'm gonna hold on tight to my American dream. Good night, sleep tight, and dream your American dream tonight.
Unbelievable. So good.
That was brilliant.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
That was really good.
Yeah. Great little moment. Deacon, do we have another poll we can throw up?
Can I say something to B real quick?
Oh, yeah.
I have a lot of I actually have a skin picking habit along with anxiety, so I really related to what you wrote.
Thank you. I got really kind of stressed out, and then I started forgetting things because I have anxiety and kind of stage fright, and there's a whole lot more people here than I realized there were going to be. But I think it went pretty well, hopefully.
Yeah, it was really
You
good.
You did great, V.
I
I love that poem.
forgetting parts of it, and I know there are several people here who've heard me do it before, and I usually don't like break down in the middle, but like.
What it took is so much strength and vulnerability for sharing, and I think one thing we don't realize is vulnerability is a strength, and what you've demonstrated today is how strong you are. It was inspiring. Like I was inspired by that. There were moments that even I related to it. All of us had moments where, so all of those moments where you felt like you broke down were actual, real, authentic moments that made it even better.
Thank you. Sorry. I just anxiety. Sorry.
Oh yeah, and
Thank you.
thank you for sharing. Thank you for being you in this space. We love that. We love you for that. Deacon, do we have the answers on that poll? Oh, there it is. There. Okay. So the answer was Sabrina revealed an answer. I got that wrong.
I got that one right. I didn't get the first one right.
I got those both right because I'm embarrassed of my television habits, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to pat myself on the back for knowing those things.
That's okay. No
more
shame.
I need to like examine my life that I've watched all of Riverdale in quarantine, but you know.
Very cool. Thank you, Deacon, for hosting the polls. It's really fun. Angelica, maybe time for our next slam poet.
Angelica.
We're going to be having Eliana next. So she's they're coming from Seattle, Washington. She identifies as lesbian and non-binary and prefers the pronoun she, they. So please respect that and represents Seattle Youth Speaks. So without further ado.
So if that girl all bark, no bite, I wonder how she always puts that light in my life. I wonder why she always texts goodnight. I wonder how she asks how I slept, like I wept at the idea of someone caring if I was all right. Like even I was surprised that she decided to be mine. Like even I was impressed by how she fell right in line with my hopes and my dreams and all my aspirations. Like I'm so high off of her, I don't need illegal sensations. She sat adjacent to me that time and shot her shot. She told me I was a three-pointer, so she gave it all she got. I told her I was an easy layup when I saw her smile. I told her she already had me, yet she still runs miles. It takes a while to make me feel safe with someone. Like safety means trust, and trust is a loaded gun that keeps misfiring, piercing me right through the heart. But I still try. And I still cry. I didn't even want to start. Now I can't think of life if me and you were to split apart. Now I can't consider me or you without the and in between. Look at me, simping heavily. And the thing is, you are too. I guess we'll both be fools chasing stars at the top of the roof. I'm bright like the moon because you always light me up. They say your bark is more than your bite. I say you don't always have to be tough. Like square up for love and square up for us. But trust trust, vulnerability, and sensitivity is an absolute must. We're kicking up dust, getting rid of generational pain, looking at our community's mistakes and slowly straying away from toxicity. Let's bring creativity. Let's bring hope. I'm tired of seeing that lack. I'm tired of seeing that rope. It's dope that words can communicate feelings, but there's none that fully tell mine. For once, I'm actually speechless when trying to word just how much you shine. So I'll align my thoughts to placeholders. We'll call them words, so as not to disturb the swing of things. Because I heard that this girl I love is all bark and no bite. But I don't want her doing either. I don't want her to have to fight. She's an artist. She's a lover. And best of all, she's mine. I'm an artist. I'm an empath. We're a force that is divine. Thank you.
Aliana, take a moment and take in the amazing support in the chat. There's all this amazing support. Oh, that was incredible.
I love everybody's positivity here.
Love the space.
Like legitimately, it's so sweet.
All right. It takes it. Oh, I'm like all kinds of feels. All right. Who's next, Angelica?
Should we do a poll before we get to the next poet?
Oh yeah, let's do another poll. I love it.
Sorry, the first poll should say, what two high schools are featured on the TV show All American?
All right, as they're getting the answers ready, we've got someone live tweeting, and the account is @QueerGlobal, so make sure to follow. You can join in the conversation on Twitter as well, @QueerGlobal. What are the answers? Fremont? Oh, I didn't get that at all. All right. This was one of those very niche questions.
Oh, it's Free Ridge. I got that.
Oh, yes. You did? Okay. Maybe it's just because of my age. I don't know.
I haven't seen the first show.
Okay. All right. Let's keep the slam moving.
Okay. So next up we have James. We're very happy to have him today. So he's representing Generation Q. We're going to learn more about them later, but James, please go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, James, hit it.
Thanks, Julia. This is a villanelle I wrote maybe in September for one of my classes about reflecting on one of the things that I really missed during quarantine. So here I go. Free bodies mosh to mighty music's rage. Sweaty punks and their broken bodies fall. Lawmen fuel our onstage youth outrage. On sour venue floors we fall but don't age. Young artist spirit turns friend to vampire. Free bodies mosh to mighty music's rage. Communist says bourgeoisie is the cage. Dime bag distractions and queer anarchy. Lawmen fuel our onstage youth outrage. Deafening music maker dives off stage. Lost lighters and folded flyers scatter. Free bodies mosh to mighty music's rage. Bodega's heir gets paid minimum wage. Doesn't care about IDs, don't get caught, he says. Lawmen fuel our onstage youth outrage. Youth talk revolution, grown past teenage angst. We may die Monday, shot in class. So, free bodies mosh to mighty music's rage. Lawmen fuel our onstage youth outrage.
Taking a moment, taking the support.
That was so good. Everybody agrees with that as well. I can see it in the chat.
We're just so grateful. We've got I think one more coming up, but before we jump into that, we wanted to take a little moment to once again, just go in a little bit deeper and thank all the people, sponsors and the organizations that have helped us make this and just other work that they're all doing happen, and just learn a little bit about them. So first, since I'm talking, I'll just go ahead and share. First, I wanted to thank Queer Global, Deacon, Ikena, everyone who's helped on this organization. There's just so much intentionality behind the work they're doing, so much purpose, and it shows from all the people. And I'm honored that I got to cross paths with this amazing organization. Is someone talking, sharing more about Queer Global?
No, DeShara just had to head out.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, and then in what I also wanted to do was share a little bit about Jaago, which is my organization, and I'll quickly share my screen. If you can see the screen, it's my website, Jaago.life, and you can download the app. I would be honored if you download the app on your mobile device. It's free, and it's a safe space. It's a private space for people to watch stories from every theme and aspect and learn from each other and learn and share their own story if they choose. And we're going to use this to help break down toxic spaces, to help show that empathy is this superpower that can be, oh, sorry, your website's going. The empathy is this superpower that can change the world. We can truly bring inclusivity and belonging in all spaces. So feel free to share your stories. We need the help. We just launched a few weeks ago. So we need the help with spreading the word, getting more people, getting more stories into the platform. And then I'm going to use that to go to companies and get them all to start breaking down their toxic work cultures. Angelica, we've got someone from Generation Q, right?
Yeah, we have Lindsay with us here today.
Lindsay, please tell us all about amazing Generation Q.
Sure. Well, once, I'll second everything that Kevin said. Thank you to Queer Global for getting to know us and welcoming Generation Q into your world, and we're happy to share our LGBTQ plus supportive world together. So Generation Q is a program for LGBTQ plus and allied youth, which is based in Queens, New York. And we've been around for over 20 years, and were founded when a former school teacher turned city council member and a social worker realized that there was just a major lacking of resources in Queens for LGBTQ plus young people. So they just started off by, thank you for sharing that. Wonderful. And there's James. So they decided to have a dance, and 300 young people showed up, and this was over 20 years ago now. And we've grown and changed since then, and we offer social, educational, recreational support to queer teens in Queens. And we have different programming like weekly vibe checks, which are support groups, comprehensive sex ed discussions, workshops, gaming, including Minecraft and Among Us and Jackbox. And we're always trying to listen to the young people that we work with. Everything's virtual these days, of course, and we're looking into doing some hybrid programming where we can offer some live stream programs from our physical space. And having virtual programming actually makes so much of our program much more accessible to young people, because Queens is a huge borough, New York City is a huge place, and the more young people we can reach, the better. We're a program that exists to create space for youth to feel affirmed, supportive, and celebrated for exactly who they are. So you can find us on our Queens Community House website, on Instagram, Generation_Q, on Facebook at Gen Q, spelled Gen space CUE, or just look us up on Facebook at Generation Q. And Julia Heitzer is our assistant director. I don't know if you had any other thoughts to add on to that.
Just that I'm happy to be here, and all the poets are great.
So thank you, everyone, and congratulations to all the poets. You were amazing.
Sorry, Sheltering Arms is an organization in Queens, New York as well. They provide services for families, children, and youth. Part of their youth development program is that they have a great initiative that helps with independent living. It also provides youth development, job training, and preparing for young adulthood. As you can see, they also have a juvenile justice reform program and a youth homes program where they help people, I believe it's age 18 to 21, get their own homes and become self-sufficient over the course of a year. They live with other people who are also part of this program, and they do job development so that they can maintain this home that they are provided with after the year is up. If you have any questions about Sheltering Arms, they're at shelteringarmsny.org, and they oftentimes help with youth who are in situations where they are no longer in a safe space at home.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Deacon, for the and such amazing organizations. It's just honored to share the space with such great missions as well.
I'm very honored to be here at all. And even able to co-host with Kevin.
Angelica, are we doing going to the next poem, or are we doing a poll? Do we have more polls?
We have a fun exercise before we move on.
Oh,
we
that's
can do that
right.
first.
Oh, this is it. This is Aikina's favorite game. I am so excited about it. So we're gonna do a quick demo. So this is one where we're gonna we're gonna announce something, and whoever brings that item and shows it on the camera first gets the prize. And we're gonna do just a couple of them, but I'll do a quick example. For example, if Angelica or I say, bring me a Rube Goldberg device, and then I would run, and I would go, and somehow I have something, and I would bring it, and I would show it to you. And then it does this thing, and
okay, real talk, so that's actually a really cool little thing you have there.
Yeah, you rotate it and the marbles go around, and it's fun. It was a great little, my husband's mom sent it to him as a birthday gift. My mother-in-law sent it as a birthday gift. And so we spent 6 hours making it ourselves. It was fun. All right, so Angelica, do you want to announce what and so this is open to whoever wants to participate. If they don't want it, that's fine. Enjoy the music, participate, but would love to hear, want to see like who wants to participate. Just wave. Yeah, we've got some awesome, great. Angelica, do you want to do the first one, or do you want me to do the first one?
Yeah, sure, I can do it. Okay,
Great.
So we're gonna have we'll give you 10-15 seconds to find it, and whoever gets it first will win for that round. But first, so should I just say and we'll go from there? Okay, so find me a sock with an animal on it.
A sock with an animal. Oh!
I got it. We already got it? Okay.
Catherine, what animal are you wearing?
Penguins.
Oh, penguin. Rachel, what's your animal?
It's bunnies.
Bunnies. Then you put Eeyore, right? Is that Eeyore? Yeah. Nice. Oh, cool. Very exciting. We made the first one easy to get it warm up. We made the first one relatively easy. Next one's not going to be as easy. Angelica, what's the next one?
Mouse pad.
Mouse pad. Oh, we got Rachel.
Okay.
Oh, Deacon. Rachel got that one. Rachel.
Does it count if I've been using a notepad as a mouse pad for the past week?
No, yeah, I don't use a mouse pad either.
Rachel's got like the old school legit mouse pad, right? Nice.
Ew.
Okay, great. So Rachel got that one. Awesome. All right, this one, hopefully this is harder. All right, Angelica, what's the last one?
A seed.
A seed.
A what?
A seed.
I was sincerely hoping you would say CD because I have a lot of them.
I don't know if this counts, but corn is a seed, right?
I can see.
Are they popped? What is that one, Gabby?
Popcorn count?
Yeah, there you go. Gabriella got yeah, those are definitely seeds. You got a winner there. Anyone else got seeds?
I was lucky to be in the kitchen. I was hoping that it was a kitchen-related
Celery
something.
seed. Yeah, celery seed. And Darcy got something on there. Awesome. I think the winner in this case was Gabriella, right? Yeah, congratulations. Very exciting. And the last one is just for fun. I'm gonna bring, and so we all just get to see. Awesome. I'm gonna bring my little child, my little dog, and I'm gonna show you my dog. And if they want, anyone wants to show any of their loving fur babies or animals or anything, you're welcome to show us that.
She's sleeping. Oh, your cat's so pretty. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't want to pick her up.
She's sleeping.
That's my puppy, little cannoli. She's amazingly not barking, which normally she is.
I have a cat, but he's
Here's
snuggling
my
with
dog.
Mama right now. So here's a sloth plushie I dropped for Christmas.
I couldn't help myself. I was
Oh,
paying
no.
attention, but you all have to meet Harry. He's 11 weeks old, and he's driving me insane.
Oh,
That's Harry.
so
Harry from Houston. Harry's actually from Houston.
Harry from Houston.
Oh,
This is chocolate.
Not here, so
Hi, chocolate.
Sloth plush.
Oh, chocolate.
This is Princess.
Princess? Oh, so much
Yeah,
love.
Princess.
So much love.
You can't even see my cat. She's like blending in the background.
All right, let's get back into into our last poet, right, Angelica?
Yeah, so the winner of the last round was actually Gabby. So Gabby's is actually our last poet as well. So Gabby's coming from Lynn, Massachusetts. Her pronouns are she, her, and she identifies as pansexual and is representing Magley LGBT Center. So very happy to have you here.
We deserve better. We deserve a world where love is not considered a mistake, where none of this is happening. We deserve to know the truth and end this story. What's going on? The world is on fire, and I don't know what to do with your love. You say you love me, but nothing makes sense. While I must deal with the wounds of the past, you say everything will be fine, but when everyone betrayed me, you not give me your hand. You say fight for love, when there was never an us in this story. The war is in ruins, and I think I lost this battle. I say I love you, but I'm afraid of being judged. I say I understand everything, although I know how you feel. I don't know where you are. The war is in chaos, and nothing makes sense. We've gotten hurt, and don't even realize how bad we are. We've gotten hurt, and it's time to end this war. The war is on hold. I want to kiss you. Our love is chaos, and still we love each other in secret. Our love has hurt us, and it's time to let it go. The world is crying through this year, and today I cry because you have died. I can say it was not my fault, that I could have saved you, but I also didn't know if you want to be saved. I can say it was not your fault, that you could have saved me, but you also didn't know if I want to be saved. The world is a maze, and we are both trapped in our own hell. They judge me, and you never defend me. They hurt you, but it never came time to say. The world is a grave there, and no one needs a hero. We just need to tell ourselves the truth, but it is too late. We were only supposed to show ourselves, but we still decide to silence ourselves. The world has finished writing this story, and we learned something. What's going on? We all love each other, but we never say it. We allow everyone to talk about love, except us. We all love each other, but even though we never kiss, we all love each other as if it were our first time see each other. The world is sleeping, and in the deep of the sea, maybe we will see. I love you.
Love, 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 love. All right. Let's do one more big round of applause, snaps for all our poets today. It was just absolutely incredible. Thank you for everyone. It's courageous, it's vulnerable, it's incredible, it's inspiring. Thank you. Now we get to vote. And now this is the slam part. So everyone get to vote. You like the song, Sage? Yeah, thanks for the recommendation. While everyone's voting, we're gonna have a runner-up winner and a grand prize winner, and all the winners for the rock, paper, scissors, and the seed we got. Stay back at the end. We'll need your contact info. As we tally up the results, check out @QueerGlobal on Twitter. They are an awesome organization that I am just going to be constantly supporting. And one of the things I would want to do is use this opportunity in the chat or directly or however, if you feel comfortable, sharing and building a community. Make some new friends. This is an amazing community of people who appreciate art and poetry, and apparently vegan chili, which I like as well.
I mean, if I can switch my here's my there it is, cooking down. So that's my poem for the evening because I can't write a poem. So
anybody can write a poem. You just gotta try.
That's true. I just can't write a good poem. I guess I can make a good chili for sure.
That looks amazing. Like, oh my god, that looks amazing. I'm like, wow.
My mama's recipe. She's Caribbean, so we know what's happening.
Out at Shah Kevin, SHAH Kevin. I'll put that in the chat. I always respond. I'm here to help and support however I can. Angelica, oh, we have a tie for runner-up. That's exciting. Congratulations, G and James for runner-up. And Angelica, you ready for the grand prize?
Yes.
And Aliana! Congratulations for winning the 2020 Queer Global Youth Poetry Slam.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. You were incredible, obviously.
You deserved it.
Angelica, any closing words from you?
I just want to thank everyone for being here. This was like an idea that came out of nowhere just because I was interested in poetry, and it turned into this big event, and we got all these sponsors. We got Kevin to come. We got all these people here, and every poem was so amazing, like unbelievably amazing. I've never heard poetry that good before, and I genuinely mean that. I'm still very young, but it's all going to stick with me anyways. So thank you all for being here, and congratulations to the winners.
And make sure that all winners stick around afterwards for prizes.
Yeah, we're going to play some music. Y'all can hang out and chat if you want. And a big shout out to Aikina, our director, who really made, help, wrangle all of us together. Thank you, Aikina. It was
absolutely amazing work, Aikina.
Please let us know how you found out about the event. I learned from it from Deacon.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Aliana, are you still there?
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering how often do you all do these open mics or slams?
Hector, this is our first one, and we just kind of wanted
Oh,
to test
right.
the water and see how it would go, but we got a really good response, and I think Deacon is really considering this being either an annual or possibly even, more frequently than that.
All right.
For sure.
This was super fun. I really enjoyed it. And everyone's poems were amazing. It was super cool. And like V, I've had like brain farts and like moments. I probably from the age of like 7 to maybe like 14 or 15 had like a really, really, really bad stutter. And like my worst nightmare was to like have it while performing. And like, I don't know if I would have been able to handle that with the amount of grace you did. Like, it was insane. So just, yeah, like that was incredible.
I was really stressed, and that just kind of stressed me out, but thank you. I haven't done like an actual slam since middle school whenever I did a poem similar to this, and judges bombed my score and tried to get me disqualified for talking about gay people. So I was just really kind of stressed about this. I did something very similar to this in that sense, and yeah, it didn't go very well. So I was really stressed to do this to begin with, and then I just...
you did great.
Yeah, you did awesome. Your voice is just as strong as it was the first time I heard it.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
I remember when we still used to go to school, I literally would like almost cry for like a baby presentation. And you did perfectly fine. Like you were so strong, you kept going. I couldn't even tell that you were a little nervous. So you're perfectly fine. It's the normal. It's just how it's gonna be. It doesn't matter. You have to just be confident about it. Embrace it, I guess.
Yeah, because your poem was incredible. Like it was fire, and like I don't know. Sometimes people aren't ready for that. Like people sometimes like when poems are soft and just kind of edge their way. And like the fact that you were just like unapologetically like, these are my identities. This is who I am. Deal with it. Like not everybody's ready to handle that. And like, yeah. So props to you for doing it.
Slowly started doing like open mics recently again because it was just also really weird for me because I had the slam before that, which was the first one I had ever done. This was just a middle school poetry slam. And I wrote this sort of poem that literally probably half of every other word was she, because it's a long story. It was like she, all I'm hearing, blah, blah, blah. So that was probably one of my worst poems. It was not even, I wrote it for a musical we were writing in theater, and everyone loved it because it didn't challenge their beliefs in any ways. It wasn't heavy. And then I wrote something that actually was important, and they're like, oh no, you're talking about gay people like they exist. We don't do that in this district. That's literally what happened. And like I learned when I got to high school really how bad it was, and because like I was trying to fight them for several years about the fact that in my school district, the gay people and trans people aren't protected under the non-discrimination clause. And we literally went to the school district, told them, hey, can you fix this? And they said, show us that people care. We got like 1,000 signatures on our petition. Looks like no one cares. Okay, bye. We're not changing it because the PTO doesn't want to, and we just aren't. So that was my school experience. It's just, I found Hatch, and that's been a lot better. So.
Well, I have to say I used to practice law, and I recently wrote a book, and I used to be so nervous speaking in front of anyone, and it takes practice. And once you continue to do that, I mean, I am so impressed by all of you. At that age, I never would have been able to accomplish anything like this. So you're already, all of you, leaps and bounds beyond what most people are achieving at your age. So you should all be so proud to have done that in front of anyone else, not to mention the bravery of the vulnerability that you showed. And so I am greatly humbled by all of you and incredibly impressed. And I think you've all shown so much maturity that I can't wait to see what you do in the future. And I think you should really be so encouraged by what you did here tonight. So please don't, I agree. I've seen lawyers not be able to recover from things, just small missteps. So the incredible job to everyone. And I'm so humbled by what you've shared with us tonight. So thank you.
This was really, really cool. Even for me, I guess because I live in a very I'm in Seattle, so I live in a very liberal, accepting area for the most part. So I kind of deal with the opposite of what V's talking about, where a lot of times when I go into slam things and whatnot, the only poems that people care about are the poems about trauma or pain, and when you write, and it's kind of weird because everyone just gathers around to hear these marginalized groups talk about their hurt, and there's no care for the artists, for the person themselves or any of that. And I was just I don't know, for this slam I wanted to write do a poem about love, and it was I really appreciate everyone listening and liking it, because there aren't really many slam spaces I can go to where a poem like the one I read could fly. So I appreciate that.
It was great.
So who are our winners? We have Gabby, Rachel, Catherine, who else?
Hector, Gabby, James, V, and Aliana. And I know Rachel won a couple of times, so yes, Rachel as well.
Okay. If folks who have not won a gift could step out, we have to get personal contact info and stuff from winners.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being here.
I have to step out, but everybody at Queer Global and everybody who helped to organize this, please be safe. Great job. I'm happy to meet with you next week, probably later in the week, to do a debrief.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Have a great night.
Take care.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, James.